can edit that document. And he can invite student B to edit that document as well. It's revolutionary because originally, if we work together, if we want to work on a paper together, we have to write it ourselves, like individually, and then bring it together and see how we match it. And you get all those Frankenstein-type papers where you can tell where one person wrote one thing, the other one wrote another. In this case, what technology allows you to do is it gives you this space in which both students can work. I think about what it allows me to do, and if the students decide they want to invite me, I'm going to make distinct myself because I'm a teacher. If they invite me to see their document or to work on it, I can give them feedback as they write. Because it is the same document that's in the virtual space. So they're writing, and maybe we're sitting right here next to each other. He's writing, she's writing in the same document. They invite me, and I'm here, and I'm giving them feedback on what they're writing in real time. That's, in terms of affordance, that's exciting. For me, it's, I think, something worth pursuing. How transparent is it? Well, Google Docs, you have to have a Google account. If you're not used to Google, if you don't have a Google account, it's a hassle, you know, another account, another password that you have to remember. So, and then you have to understand the concept, I guess, of the online document and how that works. And you gotta be patient. Of course, you have to have an internet connection and whatnot. So, but I'm judging, and the point is, I'm judging this new tool, Google Docs, based on, not that everybody's doing it, or the teacher next door, you know, is all talking about Google Docs all the time. But it gives me something valuable. It adds to my teaching, and it is something that I have enough experience to implement right away. It won't distract from the writing, which is my focus, right? So that's what's important. I'd like to conclude then, and you probably have conclusions of your own that you've drawn from attending this conference, and we could add them here, but I'd like to share with you my conclusions from attending the conference. First of all, I learned that it's not about the latest technology. It's about the technology that works. And the technology that works might not be the latest. Yesterday, Silvio was talking that when he does his online teaching, all his documents have to be formatted in RTF, rich text format. RTF is the oldest thing ever. Nobody uses RTF. You see extensions like doc or docx now. Those are the newest extensions, like newest file formats, because Word 2007 is beautiful. You can create beautiful documents. If it's not transparent, if your students can't use that, it's for naught. It's a waste of time. RTF is not the newest technology, but it is transparent in that anybody, even with a computer that's 10 years old, will be able to open that. So it's not about the latest technology, it's about the technology that works. Also, going back to the idea of transparency, technology should never be an obstacle to learning, to teaching and learning. If technology becomes the focus of the lesson, if you find yourself that you're spending 60% of the time explaining the tool rather than using the tool, then it doesn't work. Technology should never be an obstacle to teaching and learning. Finally, very important, I think, that how you use technology follows a sound and proven method. We talked with a friend, Terry, we were talking about Twitter. Twitter is a new thing, everybody's doing it. You should do it too. Twitter has become very popular. It's about short 140-character messages at a time into your mini blog or micro blog that they call it. You might think that's the newest thing. Let's go. Technology and education. Let's use Twitter in the classroom. But if you don't have a method that this technology is going to support, then you're just using technology for technology's sake. That's the wrong way to approach it, right? The technology that you use has to follow a method, a proven method. It was also the point of Dr. Fadi that the method is what's important. Technology supports things that you already do, that you know work, but you can make them more efficient. You can reach more people. You can have more participation, etc. So, but the method should be there first. So, with that, I'd like to close, and thank you very much for the opportunity. And I'll open up the floor for some questions, comments. Could be about this, could be about games. I can talk about games. Thank you very much. Questions? Yes.
Regarding games, actually, taking advantage of a lot of amount of money. If I don't want to use a PC game that runs fast, but was addressed by Dr. Don, what kind of other use would you like to say to platforms like PSP or things like that students might have, or would it be considered discrimination just to give an activity to students that has that technology, that have that technology or something?
Yes, it's discrimination. Definitely, that answers the idea of, I guess it refers to that idea of transparency, because, and affordance. A game, a PSP game, can give you, can afford you advantages in your classroom, but the perceived affordance is different from the actual affordance. Physically, can you do it? I mean, not all the kids in the class are going to have a PSP. What are they going to do? Pass it around? Is that kid going to be comfortable passing his PSP around? I don't know. So it has a perceived affordance. You can perceive that it will allow you to do something that you can do before. But in actuality, you might find physical obstacles, like just not having enough, right? And actually that's addressed. Part of the extension of the definition of affordance is real affordance, perceived affordance, and unperceived affordance. There are things out there that will allow you to do things, but you're just not aware of it. So yeah, in terms of using like a PSP game, if all the kids or just some of the kids have it, I don't think it's going to work. It's an affordance that's only perceived, but it's not real. Right? Does that answer the question? Yeah, more or less.
I have a comment. We have a lot of limitations here at the National University, especially with technology. But I have discovered that if you ask students to do things, even if they don't have the tools, they look for ways. They are very creative, resourceful. Yeah. And I was thinking about the example, the PlayStation. I think it would be good. Probably they could give us somebody's house to, work together. matter of testing, little by little, how far they can get. Even if we cannot, because in many cases, we at the National University, we cannot provide students with the tools they need. So they have to go to an internet cafe or other places where